Alright, welcome back to 2K14 Universe. I am Ditch and you're watching Monday Night Raw.
The following six-man contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Marietta, Georgia, weighing 223 pounds, the United States Champion, Cody Rhodes.
Here comes a man to kick off Monday Night Raw that I would say is on the run of a lifetime. I'm curious what you guys think about Cody Rhodes and the United States Championship run that he has been on. It started back at SummerSlam. He's still the United States Champion, and he will be heading into the Royal Rumble event where he is set to defend the championship against Daniel Bryan, a man that he has respect for, a man that I believe there is mutual respect between. And here tonight they will be teaming up before they end up facing off against each other at the Royal Rumble, which is, I believe, just 13 days away. The Royal Rumble, we've got one more Raw in between now and then, as well as, of course, you know, the SmackDowns and the NXTs. But for Raw, we've got just one more Raw, and tonight we find out who will be heading into the Royal Rumble with the WWE Championship, because Randy Orton is invoking his rematch clause. It is Orton and Goldberg. Winner meets Stone Cold Steve Austin.
From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 192 pounds, Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan looks like he's ready.
Well, next here comes Daniel Bryan, of course. I'm probably going to regret this, but we're kicking things off tonight with a six-man tag team match. This is undeniably going to take some time here tonight, but, you know, I feel like it's a strong way to start the show off. You got the European Champion, the United States Champion, and the former European Champion, who hopes to become the United States Champion in the Royal Rumble, all on one team against a very disgruntled trio, the Real Americans and the former European Champion himself, Bryce Walker. Should be very interesting to see how the six-man tag team match goes down. Oh, we can see his title this week. That's good.
From Sarasota, Florida, weighing 245 pounds, the European Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay, I have to ask, is it just me or does the belt look really low? What's up with that? Why does it look so low? Anyway, Macho Man Randy Savage, of course, won the European Championship from Bryce Walker, and there has been a lot of tension in the air, especially when it comes to Bryce Walker and management right now. He's been very upset with the fact that he lost the championship on a roll-up to a man that wasn't even supposed to be his opponent going into the European Championship match. Of course, with it being a short-lived championship reign, he's not necessarily given a rematch. There's something he's got to kind of earn and prove that he deserves, which I feel has only further pissed off the newcomer here in the series, who's had a pretty good rookie year so far. And now we await the arrival of their opponents. And I believe we'll be waiting a while. Hopefully it doesn't crash. This game has crashed so many times. The last few times I tried to record this, it's not very stable. I would have thought they would have invited Bryce Walker to join them in their entrance here. I'm surprised to see that they didn't come out with him. But this is the first time in quite a long time the Real Americans have been in action on Monday Night Raw. Their first time this year, of course. We're only on like the third Raw. Second? No, I think this is the third Raw. No, this is the second Raw of 2013. Wow. Do you like how well I knew that? Because I had to keep arguing with myself. Here he comes. Guess he wanted his own entrance.
And their partner, from New York, Bryce Walker.
Well, it may have been a short-lived European Championship reign, but I feel like it was a pretty decent one for what it's worth. You know, I feel like it was really a proving moment for Bryce Walker to be able to defeat Daniel Bryan, to be able to out-survive Daniel Bryan in that tables match where he won the European Championship. And of course, as mentioned many times already, it is still his rookie year. I mean, it's starting to come, you know, full circle. It's not full circle, but it's starting to come to it being a full year since he's debuted, and I feel like he's had a pretty good start so far. I was saying this last week, and I stand by. I wonder if he'll be a benefit to the Real Americans. You know, we talk about this potential alignment here tonight that could be developed. These two could end up being on the same. Well, sorry, these three could end up being on the same page for the long term going forward. You never know. Sometimes that's just how it works. You get paired with someone, you go, "Hey, I actually kind of like working with you," and can be the beginning of a change in their career. I wonder if the Real Americans, you know, maybe that's someone that they feel they're missing. Swagger already seeing what Bryce Walker is made of as he tags him in here. Of course, for Swagger, Cesaro, this has been a very rough time. Season 4, they haven't really picked up a lot of victories. And now they come back here to Raw as a team once again, trying to get the tides turned for them. And obviously the same can now be said for Bryce Walker. It feels like ever since he lost Daniel Bryan, things haven't been going too... I think we've just lost Jack Swagger. I think this has happened again.
What's Cody gonna do here?
Oh, this game, man. This fucking game. 1 minute deep into a match. And already we've had something break. We're getting close to the end. We're getting close to the end. That's the thing to remember. Cody elbows out. I guess this has now become a 2-on-3 since Swagger has decided he's too dizzy to compete in the match. Maybe this is a strategy. Maybe this is some kind of advanced possum strategy. And Jack Swagger is going to throw us all off our game, off our guard. And he's going to do something crazy. Yeah, that's what it is. In the corner of, the opposing team. And of course, Bryce Walker takes the opportunity to knock Daniel Bryan off the apron. That's no surprise there. Cesaro tagged in by Bryce as Jack Swagger is, I don't really know. I try to explain myself my way out of these situations this game puts me in as often as I can, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how to explain that one away. I'm not sure why the referee's not stopping him, trying to get him out of the ring. I got nothing.
You were watching Monday Night Raw, a cable television staple since 1993.
Say that with a little more conviction. Maybe they'll believe you next time. Mama.
Tag team match this has been.
Well, Antonio Cesaro and Randy Savage getting at it, and of course, Savage, obviously, you know, he in himself, I think for the first time in a long time, or actually ever, I had to say, in this universe, now sees himself as a target because he has got something that people want, and that is the European Championship. For Antonio Cesaro, he surprisingly, I don't believe, has ever actually held that. No, I actually, now that I think about it, no, I don't think he has. You would think Antonio Cesaro, that's a given. That's a guy that would absolutely win the European Championship. But I can't think of a time where he has. I need to check the history of the European Championship real quick because I'm now curious. I mean, I have plenty of time. This is a 6-man tag team match. This thing's not ending anytime soon. European Championship. There we go. Let me check this out real quick. I don't think Cesaro... No, Cesaro has never held the European Championship. I didn't think so. That feels like something he'd have held. That feels like, literally, like, if they were to ever have revived it, he'd be like a given to hold it. He can speak many European language. Some could say all. Jack Swagger just 5 minutes deep into this match just doesn't seem to know what he's doing anymore. Well, I guess if Bryce and Cesaro lose tonight, they've honestly only got one person they should be blaming. I really don't know what he's doing. I don't know why this happens. I have no explanation for this happening. Oh, there you go! Cody freed him! I don't know why he did. I hope he gets up and just starts doing it again. Oh my god, he's actually back. Uh-oh. Oh no. No, come on. Come on, okay. Oh. I thought this was about to end even worse. Well, if you have managed to stick through this match, I appreciate that. You really didn't have to. But if you are sticking through this opener matchup, much respect, much appreciation. We will make it through this one, and the show will really pick up after that. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I would love to see Swagger finally tagged in. I was going to say tacked in. That's not... What does that even mean?
The tension, the drama. This is electric.
Oh, I'm definitely feeling the electricity. Cody Rhodes measuring for the crossroads. Swagger's only been in this match for like 2 seconds. Cody, you can't be serious. You cannot be serious. Cody Rhodes with the crossroads on Jack Swagger as Cesaro gets in the ring. The referee doesn't even look, and Antonio Cesaro there to break it up. The tag is made to Antonio Cesaro, comes hot. Nope. No, he doesn't. Forget that. No. Oh, man.
And he missed that one.
The double team here by the Real Americans. I have nothing to say. This match has gone so flat. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this would be a fun idea. Oh my god. I thought, you know, we haven't done one of these in quite a while. There's a lot of story behind putting this in. It gets everyone on the show. I just thought it would be a good idea. Uh-oh, Daniel Bryan swearing again, everybody. That potty mouth of his. I don't think he did his finisher, no. He just did an elbow. He did not do the knee. Why would Daniel Bryan ever do his finishing move knee? That would be very silly. Jack Swagger really making a mockery out of Daniel Bryan as he does a push-up on his back. Disgraceful. Yeah. Oh, Swagger has remembered what it was that he was supposed to be doing in this match. He's gone, oh yeah, that's right. I was swaying around in the corner. You know, just to go off topic a little bit here. I don't want to, like, piss any fans that he might have off by saying this, but, I know I'm probably alone in this. I know no one's probably gonna get where I'm coming from when I say this, but just in case, does anyone else feel like Austin Theory is like the modern day Jack Swagger? I just feel like he's really similar. He's a pretty decent in-ring worker, absolutely god-awful on the microphone. Got a little bit too much of a push, to be honest, and now they've clearly gone back on that. And I don't know if there's just something in how they perform and everything that just reminds me of one another. I just wanted to ask if that was just... I don't watch enough modern stuff. I could be way off the mark, but... Like, oh, okay, well, there you go. First glance of Austin Theory, he really reminds me of Jack Swagger. Unfortunately, I don't think that's much of a compliment. But I just wanted to know if anybody else has ever seen that, or if you now see it. Well, that certainly was a long way to start Raw. But don't worry, because I'm sure the next match will be much quicker. What is that next match? Well, you'll have to keep watching to find out, because I don't actually currently know. What a way to start Raw. Now, you know, this is three men that could very well be in the Royal Rumble match. One of those three could be this year's Royal Rumble winner. Well, I talk a lot about the Royal Rumble at the moment because obviously that is looming ever closer, and as I've mentioned before, it does lead to some very unusual matches, and we've definitely got one on hand here tonight because for the first time, I would imagine ever in any universe, period, Kofi Kingston goes one-on-one with Hulk Hogan. Well, old Hollywood here has promised us that he will absolutely be in the Royal Rumble match, so don't you worry, Hulkamaniacs out there that were so scared, so frightened that this man was going to be overlooked for the Royal Rumble match. Don't you worry. Hulk Hogan has assured us he will be one of the 30 men in the Royal Rumble match. And of course, with the Royal Rumble getting closer, I'm pretty sure it's next week. There might be another week skip coming up, actually. I think it's actually a 6-week build, but in the game I only have a 5-week build. So I think we might have another week skip. Regardless of whether that is the case or not, I do want to say that on the final Raw, whether that's next week or the week after, I'm pretty sure it's next week, we will be having our traditional Battle Royals on Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, where 6 superstars that will be in the Royal Rumble match from each brand will compete in Battle Royals. Those are confirmed participants that will be in those Battle Royals next week, starting here on Raw. I'm pretty sure next week. So here we go. Kofi Kingston, he's got a lot to prove here tonight. This is definitely a tough hurdle for him to overcome. Kofi Kingston is someone who has competed at the Royal Rumble event in a WWE Championship match in the past. Do not underestimate this guy under any circumstances. He can pull off a big one here tonight against Hulk Hogan. I believe. I believe in him.
Kofi's speed comes into play.
And speaking of interesting matches that the Royal Rumble match, coming up can generate, look no further than our matchup next. Mick Foley and Shawn Michaels going one-on-one. I don't think we've seen this match happen before, surprisingly. They've both been around since, what, season 2? Michaels obviously season 1, Mick Foley season 2 for the record. And surprisingly, I don't think they've ever really crossed paths, but here tonight that will change. They will be going one-on-one with each other. And after his disappearance last week in the tag team main event, Seth Rollins looks to get a little bit of revenge against The Miz and Ziggler as he's set to face off against The Miz later on tonight. Of course, that main event, the WWE Championship. Cannot wait to see it. Randy Orton, will he be able to reclaim the WWE Championship? Just 13 days away from the Royal Rumble. Now remember, Goldberg loses that title, he is out of here. That is The Miz is saying. He's going to use that contract to his advantage. He's going to let it expire, and he is going to stop letting Goldberg appear on Monday Night Raw, NXT, SmackDown, anywhere. He is going to let that contract run out, and he is not going to give him another chance to be here anyway. So Goldberg could be out the door if he loses that WWE Championship tonight. Obviously, the way he won the title from Randy Orton was a 4-way ladder match. He didn't pin or submit Randy Orton, but he has pinned Randy Orton in recent memory, as a matter of fact. So credit where due. Goldberg definitely goes in tonight with an upper hand with multiple victories over Randy Orton. One for the championship and one in a one-on-one match. So I don't know.
He's putting those educated feet to good use. And did you hear the impact on that kick?
Belly to belly by Hulk Hogan. And Hulk, big boot. Uh-oh. Goes in for the cover here on Kofi Kingston. Is the big boot enough? No, he kicks out of that one. And Hogan obviously not going to like that too much. Catches the arm of Kofi Kingston. Oh, Kofi with a reversal. Kofi, there's the monkey flip. There's the monkey flip. Hey, said the line. I spoke over it. Just a reminder, we've got 2 World Championship matches coming your way this week. It's over on SmackDown. The Big Show will be defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the Great Khali in the main event. Is the Great Khali slated to become World Heavyweight Champion? Well, it definitely would be very out of the blue, but it's possible, I suppose. Hogan with a scoop slam on Kofi Kingston, and he goes, uh-oh, center of the ring. Here's the leg drop, brother. Cover attempt here on Kofi Kingston. Hulk Hogan gets the win over Kofi. Uh-oh. Well, that ain't going to be too good for Kofi Kingston's momentum or Hulk Hogan's ego. We could definitely use a little less of that. Well, Hogan is victorious. And as he listens for his fans to cheer on, nobody does. Hulk Hogan with a dominant victory over Kofi Kingston here tonight. As we move on to our next match of the night. Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley set to go one-on-one as they prepare for the Royal Rumble match. Woohoo!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Setauket, Long Island, New York, weighing 287 pounds, Mick Foley.
Well, Mick Foley is obviously not too pleased that things didn't work out with Stone Cold Steve Austin after they've had quite a long time of trying to make things work as a tag team. But Austin now once again focusing on singles competition, focusing on the WWE Championship. And of course, with that, Mick Foley, Mr. Bang Bang here, now focusing on the Royal Rumble matchup. The one man who's very focused on the Royal Rumble is right here.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Shawn Michaels.
This is just a reminder, the last time we saw Shawn Michaels in action on Raw, he got absolutely destroyed by The Miz. So I cannot but wonder what condition Shawn Michaels is in here tonight, if he's maybe a little more ready for the opposition. Obviously, Mick Foley, someone who hasn't really had much of an opportunity to show what he's capable of. Is he less of a threat to Shawn Michaels? Well, that is what we may find out here tonight. Shawn Michaels, I've mentioned this many times before, but he is a former WWE champion. A lot of people really don't realize that at this point. It's been such a long time since Michaels held the championship. He was the second ever WWE champion. He won it in the first ever WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, which is coming on 3 years ago now. And Michaels has not held a singles championship since then. Not the US, not the European, Intercontinental, nothing. Former tag champ with Triple H, but that's it. Do you know what's really interesting? I've been watching some classic WWF as I talk about on here from time to time. And I think it was a Deadlock podcast I was listening to. They said something about younger viewers only knowing Shawn Michaels as kind of the almost sad old man version of himself that we got towards the end of his run. You know. And as someone who started watching from 2005 onwards, yeah, I must admit, it's wild to me to go back. Because, like, I already knew a lot about, at this point in time, of course. I already knew a lot about, like, Attitude Era Shawn Michaels. And, you know, I've heard, like, bits and pieces about, like, Golden Age Shawn Michaels. But it's a whole other thing to actually see it, you know? Like, it's weird to me because, obviously, I remember... Okay, so I didn't really regularly... I think I've maybe said this before, but I started watching in 2005. I didn't regularly start watching until 2011 because I didn't have the internet to legally watch it. And I didn't have the TV channel to watch it. So a family friend would bring over, like, VHS tapes where I could legally watch the pay-per-views. But, like, only sometimes. I couldn't watch those very often either. So, like... A lot of what I saw was kind of hit or miss between 2005 and 2011. Like I think like all of 2008, I pretty much I didn't see any of it, which I hear is a very bad year anyway. So it doesn't really matter. But I remember the rivalry between Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley. Not Shawn Michaels and Mick Foley. Sorry, it's because this match happened around. Shawn Michaels and Randy Orton for the WWE title, and I remember thinking to myself like, why will they not let this guy win the WWE Championship? I want him to win it so bad. I remember as a youngin' really wanting Shawn Michaels to win it. And like, the idea of Shawn Michaels ever holding it just felt so foreign to me growing up until like I got older and I played like Attitude Era mode in WWE13. And I actually was like able to like research online and read about all these things. But like, the thing is, it's completely different to read about them and like, you know, okay, that happened. And then to, like, actually see it play out. Like, for example, like, another like, point for me, personally, this maybe, I might lose some cool points, if I even have any, with people, for saying this, but, like, I've always heard that, like, Kevin Nash sucked. That's, like, a common thing I've always heard. Like, everyone always goes, oh, Kevin Nash, his knees, his quads, oh, he's so bad, oh, he's such a shitty worker, you know, all this stuff. And, like, I mean, I saw Kevin Nash in, like, TNA, and, like, okay, he was phoning it in for a majority of that, but, like, I liked him still. But, like, actually, like, now getting to the point where, like, I'm, you know, pretty far into, like, Diesel's WWE Championship reign, I think people are too harsh on Kevin Nash. I think he was actually, like, a really good top face. I mean, he was just a bit of a, you know, basic big guy, but, like, I've seen so much worse. I feel like people were way too harsh on Kevin Nash. Diesel's pretty decent. I like him. I enjoy it. He's one of the rare highlights in like 95 WWF is like I've enjoyed. It's like Sid as well. I've never really heard people talk much about Sid. I know there are some people that actually do show appreciation to him. But like I never really hear a lot of it. And that's someone I've grown to really like. I've enjoyed Sid quite a lot. So, you know, it has had its benefits. It's just for every Sid and Diesel, there is the $1 Million Corporation angle. All of it. King Mabel. Yeah, it's not all great, but, you know, in fact, it's mostly terrible. Super kick by Shawn Michaels. My God, how over Shawn Michaels is in 94 is insane. Cover attempt here on Foley, and he kicks out of the super kick. Did Shawn Michaels take too long to go for the cover? Bam Bam's another one. Bam Bam is another one that like I've really grown to enjoy. It's a shame to know that his push that he was getting in 95 kind of just stops and then he leaves, because he's pretty good. I don't necessarily know that like he was ever gonna be like a main eventer in the WWF. I mean, obviously he main evented WrestleMania and King of the Ring, but like, and I never really knew that he was gonna be like a world champion. Like, it didn't feel quite right, but like I'm surprised they never put like the Intercontinental title on Bam Bam. Foley pointing at his crotch and mandible claw. Oh, he's going crazy. Referee, get him off. Get him off, damn it. Get him off. He's going crazy. Okay, never mind. He's fine. You never know what to expect from the unstable Mankind. Mick Foley, sorry, it's because he did the mandible claw. So I started thinking of Mankind. Cover attempted from Michaels and only a 2 count. Okay. Shawn Michaels jumps up to his feet and goes, oh no. Well, he went to go for a crossbody there. That didn't quite pay off. Now this time he gets in. It's more like a forearm than a crossbody. Shawn Michaels scoop slam, and that means he's gonna go to the top row. Yeah, look at him go. And there's that signature elbow drop. Classic Shawn Michaels sequence. Perfected here. Mick Foley taking Michaels out of the corner into the center of the ring as he goes for the cover, and just a 1. This match going a lot more competitive than I was expecting. I mean, I kind of expected a competitive match, don't get me wrong, but I'm almost surprised at how competitive this has been. Shawn Michaels now, he's tuning up the band. He very rarely does this, it seems, but here we go. Shawn Michaels, will it connect? Yes! A second super kick. Shawn Michaels with that sweet chin music, and he's wasting a lot of time here. Is that going to cost him? Yes! Because that is how 2K14 works. If you don't immediately pin, they will kick out. Neck breaker. These guys are laying it all on the line. How can Foley have kicked out of 2 super kicks? Oh my God, imagine. Imagine if that was how this match ended. That would have sucked. These two really laying it all on the line. I gotta say, these are 2 I would definitely imagine will both be in the Royal Rumble matchup. I'd be very surprised if either of these 2 weren't in the Royal Rumble. Elbow to the face of Mick Foley. And now Shawn Michaels, crossbody. Cover attempt here on Foley from the crossbody, and oh, I thought that was actually it there. Really surprised this match is still going, honestly. These 2 really laying it all on the line. I believe this is the first time. Plants the face of Shawn Michaels into the match. Mick Foley into the cover, and it's over. Yeah, that felt like the finish. Yeah, not the 2 super kicks or the mandible claw. I would say that felt like the finish right there. Yeah, you're right. Well, Shawn Michaels eats another loss. And Foley focused on the Royal Rumble matchup. Will this win here tonight be the beginning of another big win? Perhaps he'll be in the Battle Royal next week. Perhaps he'll be in the Royal Rumble next time. I mean, I'd have to imagine, surely, Mick Foley at this point has got to be in the 30-man Royal Rumble next Sunday. It is next Sunday, by the way. I got my confirmation. And up next, one half of the WWE Tag Team Champion, Seth Rollins, looks to take care of his problem, The Miz, ahead of their WWE Tag Team Championship collision next Sunday at the Royal Rumble. Well, The Miz has got an opportunity to prove that it was not a fluke last week. I mean, frankly, no matter how you want to twist it, it was 2-on-1 in the end. Roman Reigns did a pretty good job of fending off The Miz and Ziggler for as long as he could, but in the end, Roman was defeated, the first time ever that the Shield have taken a loss as a team. And what a horrible way for them to have suffered their first loss. I mean, that wasn't even a tag team match. That was a handicap match. That should be a loss for Roman, but not a loss for the Shield. But unfortunately, the match was, you know, officially recognized as a tag team match. I don't know what happened to Seth Rollins. We still haven't got an answer. Seth Rollins says he doesn't even know where he went. He doesn't know who took him out. Simply put, Seth Rollins says that there is someone on the side of Miz and Ziggler somehow. Someone is able to see something in these guys. And they managed to take pity on these guys and help them in what should have been a certain victory for the Shield. And the Shield have their chance to right that wrong, not only here tonight, but at the Royal Rumble. You know, it's crazy to think Miz is one of the first people to have ever held that WWE Tag Team Championship that Seth Rollins is currently in possession of. Miz held that championship back at the end of 2009, won it on the Christmas edition alongside Chris Jericho. They were the first ever WWE Tag Team Champions. DDT there by the Miz. He's gone on to hold it another 2 more times since then. And I believe he holds the current record as the longest reigning WWE Tag Team Champions alongside John Morrison. I think that's the record for the longest reigning WWE Tag Team title reign. I think the Shield have been catching up, though. I think they've got a pretty good reign behind them at this point. Obviously, the Royal Rumble, it can all come to an end. Just another 13 more days until we find out if they are still going to be the WWE Tag Team Champions coming out of the Royal Rumble. And of course, with the road to WrestleMania coming your way, and you know, it's tradition that every title is on the line at WrestleMania. Very interested to know who is walking in with what championships. Good back body drop there by The Miz. Surprisingly, no sign of Dolph Ziggler or Dean Ambrose or Roman Reigns. This is a straightforward one-on-one match between these two. Don't know what that could entail for The Miz or Seth Rollins here tonight. I'd imagine we're probably going to see at least one of them make an appearance later on. Maybe we'll even see whoever it is that was willing to help Ziggler and The Miz get that win last week by taking out Seth Rollins. All we know is Seth Rollins said 1 minute he was out there in the corner of the Shield, you know, in the corner of Roman Reigns, and the next he was seeing black. I'm assuming he was maybe dragged under the ring by someone. It all happened so fast. We never actually saw how he disappeared. Which makes under the ring a likely place for him to have been perhaps pulled under. You never know what's hiding under there. I'm sure people is likely. I'm pretty sure we've seen people jump out from... I'm pretty sure we've seen Mark Henry jump out from under the ring before. Isn't that how he injured Bret Hart?
The tension, the drama. This is electric. Seth Rollins looks to have sustained a series.
Well, up next, the WWE Championship is on the line in the main event of Raw. Randy Orton set to try and recapture the championship from Goldberg. Should be a can't-miss main event. First time these two will have faced off one-on-one, standard pinfall submission style for the WWE Championship. Happening here in the main event of Raw. And the winner faces Stone Cold Steve Austin for the title at the Royal Rumble. Austin has earned that opportunity at the WWE Championship. He's scratched and clawed his way up there. And Austin is someone who, much like Shawn Michaels, has been a long time since he held that WWE title. Just ask The Miz. The Miz is the one who cashed in on him. Felt like the Austin's first WWE title reign was never going to win. That was a dominant reign. It took a Money in the Bank cash in to see it end. Here comes Dean Ambrose. And The Miz looking very unhappy about this. Well, Dean coming out to the aid of Seth Rollins. Oh, it might be too late. Skull crushing finale takes down Rollins. Cover attempt here, and Dean up on the apron, but Miz immediately releasing the pinfall there. Must have seen Dean coming and realized there was no point trying to go for that cover there. Submission hold here by Rollins, who's obviously been haunted by some tough losses lately. The road to Survivor Series, and of course, being the only member of the Shield eliminated at Survivor Series. Rollins has been trying to get some redemption for himself. DDT flat on the skull there. Busts Seth Rollins open. Now a rollover. Miz in the cover, just a 2 count. Clothesline takes down Seth Rollins. The Miz! And Seth Rollins forced to tap out. I'm speechless. The Miz, I mean, the thing is, The Miz has been on a tear lately. You take a look at the example he made out of Shawn Michaels. This former WWE champion, I think, is about to win, what, his 5th tag team title? Miz and Ziggler continue to be a very formidable pairing. Even Dean Ambrose coming out here trying to watch Rollins back. Couldn't get the job done. The Miz defeats Seth Rollins. And we move on now to our main event. The WWE Championship is on the line. Randy Orton and Goldberg. Here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Well, this ought to be interesting. I can't remember the last time the WWE Championship was actually defended on Raw. Come to think of it, I think it's been quite some time. I mean, during The Rock's reign, he made it quite clear that he didn't need to keep competing here on Raw after dominating for so long, after beating all the competition thrown his way. Orton was only WWE Champion for about a month or 2, and I think he only defended that title once at Survivor Series against Ziggler, and now Goldberg. Yeah, I believe, honestly, I don't think we've had a WWE title match on Raw in like a year, maybe. Goldberg coming out here tonight. He is ready to defend the WWE Championship against Randy Orton. And it's kind of crazy to think that you're in the position of Goldberg when you have to defend that title. It is do or die. The Miz is in a non-breachable contract with Goldberg. He has possession over Goldberg, pretty much. Signed him on as his bodyguard. Got out of control. Goldberg won the WWE Championship. And Miz negotiated that he will, for the sake of keeping the WWE Championship around, allow Goldberg to continue to compete for as long as he is a champion. But as soon as that title is off of Goldberg, it is non-negotiable. The Miz is going to hold Goldberg's contract hostage until it expires. And he is going to let that guy sit, wait, and be gone. Randy Orton, obviously, he came here to Raw back at Hell in a Cell when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase and cashed in on The Rock the same night. And it was a huge shock that led to perhaps one of the most legendary cash-ins we've ever witnessed. It's just unfortunate that Randy Orton's time here on Raw has been very difficult for him. From losses to The Miz, to losses to Ziggler, to losses to Goldberg. Orton managed to get an impressive retention at Survivor Series, but at TLC, the 4-way ladder match, he wasn't pinned or submitted, but he did lose his WWE title because that's just how it works. We'll see if Randy Orton can reclaim his WWE Championship when it matters most. The one-on-one, I mean, it always matters most, I know what I'm saying there, but we'll see if he can capture that victory here tonight when it matters most, is more what I'm trying to say. What the hell? Why? Dolph Ziggler coming out here. For what reason? Dolph, I guess, wanting to get a front row seat. I mean, obviously, Dolph is currently a little preoccupied with the WWE Tag Team Championship. For what reason would Dolph Ziggler need to be involved in this situation? He can't get a shot at the WWE title. Miz and Ziggler have, of course, had their issues with, well, Goldberg and Randy Orton. That's what led to Miz and Ziggler becoming an official recognized tag team and getting a tag team title opportunity at the Royal Rumble. But I can't help but look at Ziggler coming out here at ringside and thinking to myself, what is he plotting? Is this some kind of a setup? I mean, you got to think about this. I can't predict what's going to happen, but obviously Miz and Ziggler, they've had their issues with Goldberg, and they know that if they get the title off of Goldberg, he's done. He's finished and he's out of here, and that could be something that they're plotting here tonight. They could be planning to screw Goldberg out of that WWE Championship opportunity. But would they really want to help Randy Orton? You can expect a very competitive match between Randy Orton and Goldberg here tonight. Two people that have experienced what it's like to be WWE champion very recently, and neither one of them willing to let that feeling go. Not without one hell of a fight. Randy doing everything in his power to try and keep control over Goldberg. Goldberg with many reversals up his sleeve. I can't help but notice that Dolph Ziggler is out here at ringside. I don't know for what reason Dolph would have any business in this. As I mentioned before, I know he was going for the WWE Championship. I know he had his sights set on that. Right now, him and Miz are facing off for the WWE Tag Team titles at the Royal Rumble. There's no turning back from that. That is the signed on and agreed match. So why is Dolph out here now? My only guess is that there's something he knows that we don't involving this match. I'm just hoping that Dolph doesn't get involved in any way, because this is a very important match we're here tonight. WWE title on the line. Obviously, this affects the main event of the Royal Rumble, or the WWE Championship match. Not necessarily the main event will be the Royal Rumble match, but this affects the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble. Stone Cold Steve Austin guaranteed to face whoever wins here tonight. Great Des press there by Randy Orton as he takes down Goldberg, gets control. And just a reminder that there will be several superstars that will be competing twice at the Royal Rumble, as is normally the case. Those who are not the world champion are eligible for both the Royal Rumble match and whatever matches they may have. So, of course, for example, Cody Rhodes and Daniel Bryan will face off for the United States Championship at the Royal Rumble, but they can also both be in the Royal Rumble. Miz and Ziggler against Rollins and Reigns, all four of those can be in the Royal Rumble, regardless of who wins. The only people that will not be eligible to be in the Royal Rumble match is whoever is holding the WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship. Whoever was the former champion or the challenger for those championships, they very well could be. So let's say Goldberg retains here tonight. He faces off against Stone Cold Steve Austin. He retains against Austin at the Royal Rumble. Austin could have another opportunity to get a WWE title shot by winning the Royal Rumble. And of course, the same goes for Big Show, John Cena, and the Great Khali. Whoever wins that match, let's say Big Show, and then he faces Cena, and Cena beats Big Show. Big Show could bounce back straight away. He could become the 2013 Royal Rumble winner. This probably won't be the case forever with these Royal Rumbles as the rosters get bigger, but right now, with the size of the rosters, that's just the way it goes. Snapmare there by Randy Orton to Goldberg. I'm surprised almost 5 minutes deep here, we haven't seen a finisher move from either one of these two. They're really working this one at their own pace here, trying to, I guess, just stay alive out there, trying to show each one what they're capable of. Randy Orton and Goldberg, two people that will remind you that tribal tattoos certainly were a thing at one point.
Oh no, did you hear that impact?
I'm sure the one on Randy Orton's back is like really similar to the one on Goldberg's tights. It's not the same, not at all. Randy's got way more going on, but it's very similar. I mean, Goldberg's is literally, I think the one on his tights is literally the same one as on his arm, isn't it? Is that not the point? I remember when I was younger, I really wanted a tribal tattoo. Oh man, what a time to be alive. The only tribal thing I ended up getting was the Game Boy Advance SP.
What an impact from that kick. He catches him with the X handle. Into the tie-up. Who's going to get the upper hand? This might do it.
Goldberg dropping down Randy Orton. A rock bottom-esque move there. Of course, I'm looking forward to when The Rock finally makes his comeback, you know. Rock lost that WWE Championship to Randy Orton at Hell in a Cell, and he's been taking some time away. I gotta say, some very hard-fought, hard-earned time away, don't get me wrong. I know some people will look at the fact that Rock's not around, they'll say, oh, you know, he's a lazy, or, you know, he tucked his tail between his legs, he's failed, blah, blah, blah. But like, the thing is, you think about Rock, that man, 210 days as WWE Champion, he was incredible on top. I think he deserves some time away, absolutely. Goldberg off the ropes, and Randy Orton! Holy hell! What an RKO! Cover him! Cover him, Randy! Into the cover! Oh my god, I thought Randy just reclaimed the title. Goldberg been busted open by Randy Orton. And is not a man that sees his own blood too often. Uppercut there by Randy to Goldberg. He takes him down. And Randy Orton will roll up here on Goldberg. Is he going to be able to get him with a roll up? Uh-oh. Goldberg turning things around. I feel like we're right near the end of this match, potentially. Randy Orton turning things around. This could be it. Randy Orton's third WWE title. It could be right here on this backslide. No. This would be Randy Orton's third ever WWE Championship. I believe his fifth world title overall. Making him, I think, the most decorated world champion we have. He doesn't already have that title. Into the ropes, and Orton with a reversal. I tell you, Randy Orton's on fire tonight. He has come in here with that do or die attitude, and he has said, I want my WWE Championship back. And I will stop at nothing to get it. Uh-oh. Goldberg now. Sheer power. Pulls Randy close to the center of the ring as he goes for the cover, and just a one. Ooh. Goldberg has got to eat away at him. Randy Orton's still very fresh. And I think that's the thing, is the longer this match goes on, the more you got to give it to the in-ring veteran Randy Orton. Goldberg, though, uh-oh. He's looking for the jackhammer. Very rare you'll hear boos for this thing. This is a very pro Randy Orton crowd here, as Goldberg did not go for the cover off the jackhammer, but now he does. That may have cost him. I think if he'd combined the jackhammer into the pin like he normally does, that could have been the finish right there. Goldberg perhaps just didn't have the energy in him to hook the legs off of the jackhammer. And that is not surprising. I mean, as I said, this match, the longer it goes, the more it benefits Randy Orton. He is, you know, he understands the art of survival. Oh, no. Not like this. No, please. Okay. It's not the way I would want to say goodbye to Goldberg. A season 4 special. And I guess that would make sense. This one's slowing down a little bit here. Neck breaker by Goldberg. Cover attempt here on Randy and a kick out.
Let's not forget, this is for the WWE Championship. Watch it. He looks
Yeah, people like Ziggler and Miz, they have been very upset at Goldberg being WWE champion. They say that they've served their time. They've been here since day one, season 1, 2009. They have competed through tooth and nail, fighting their way up. And of course, Miz is a former WWE champion. Ziggler has never touched a world championship. And Goldberg comes in here, and within just under a year, he's already the WWE champion. And they say they want to put a stop to that. It was an injustice that he won it, and he only won it because of the way it was a 4-way ladder match. He couldn't win that title any other way. We'll see if that's true. Right now, Randy Orton is really looking very promising against Goldberg. I mean, I'll give him that. That title looks like it could be coming back to Randy real soon if he keeps this up.
Wow, that was impressive. Again, this one's for the most coveted prize in sports entertainment.
Exchange kicks in the midsection, but Randy able to take it. No. No.
He's trying to escape.
No.
The closer he is to being out.
Okay. Goldberg breaks out once again.
Feels his way out.
And Goldberg now with a roll-up. A roll-up at this point in the match is quite likely to... Oh, my God. Randy turning around. Randy's got him covered. Randy Orton, off a roll-up, has just taken back the title. And that is it. I would say we have seen the last of Goldberg. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here comes the retired leader. For no reason. Fuck. Ruined it. Oh my God, leader's face. Good Lord. Oh, this fucking game, man. Holy shit.